All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. What's up, everybody, and welcome into another Minecraft stream here. We're doing some creative building, kind of continuing off of what we did Wednesday night. So, yeah, but before we get started, Twitch fans here, speaking directly to you, we have a new goal here. I'm hoping we can get up to 50 followers by the end of the month. We've got 31 days. We're starting here at 17. So if you're joining here from Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. Really do appreciate it. And you can see we have the brand new little ticker there at the bottom of the screen. Now, I think it should work automatically. I don't know. Over on the Twitch side things, it might kind of update on its own, but we might have to update it here on the screen, but that's okay. So if you are joining here on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. I really do appreciate it. Let's get that number up to 50, and then we can kind of continue rocking and rolling from there. But like I said, we got about a month to go, so just giving ourselves a little bit of goal to work towards, and I think it's kind of cool that we can kind of see it on the screen there and kind of just start working towards it. So, but I hope everybody's having a great Friday evening. I know I am. It's been a kind of a mixed bag week here. Pretty busy, a little tiresome, but all in all, it's been pretty great. Nice sunshine this week for the first time, probably all spring, so pretty happy with that. But it is coming to a close and TGIF, so we're gonna kind of kick things off, or end things rather, this week with some more creative building. So let's jump on over there and let's take a look. Again, you guys can see we got the ticker down there at the bottom of the screen, so pretty excited about this little ticker. I'm excited to see it fill up, because I know it will. I know you guys are going to come through and fill up that ticker for me, so I do appreciate it. Just got done eating, so my throat's a little froggy here. But all right. Yeah, as you can see behind us, we started work on this at the end of the stream Wednesday, rather. And you can see I continued building it out and kind of finished it up. And I gotta say, I'm really happy with how this kind of came out and kind of, you know, the visual aspect of this build. Excuse me. So as you can tell, like just kind of looking at it, if you weren't here on Wednesday evening, this is going to be like our stone storage. We're just going to do a primarily stone storage here. So you can kind of see we split it up with some cobblestone. We have like tuft and stuff. We have our granites. We'll mix in the bricks and stuff with that as well. Excuse me. We have our diorite, and then of course we have our deep slate and things. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm actually really happy with all the detail that came out of this. So obviously you can kind of get the color coordinations. Like I said, we're gonna mix things in here because like we have a cobblestone, we have our mossy cobblestone, but we're also gonna be bringing like andesite. We'll have all of our regular stone and stuff in here as well. Just kind of keep things color coordinated, and then the visual representation up here just kind of guides you in the right direction. You can see here on the ground I actually have quartz in this row, so we'll probably end up adding quartz to our diorite section here. We'll bring bricks and stuff in here. We actually have a row for mud. I think mud goes really well with that red tone, so it's just a good way that we can collect all of our stones and kind of keep them color coordinated, as I said, and just keep all of those things in one area together. Goodness, excuse me. But I think this came out really cool. A lot of really cool details. So with the signs coming in here, we are going to be adding those little circles that kind of just look like little nails. I obviously did not do it all the way through because it's kind of painstaking and time consuming, especially when you're wrapping them all the way around the pole here. So we're gonna have to do that once we get over to the Let's Play. We'll have to do that, but for now, while we're still here in the creative world, I'm okay with just kind of leaving it the way it is. But I like those little details like that. Obviously we have a ton of barrels here, and then on the floor as you come in here, we are actually using upside down barrels just to get that plank texture, which I really like, and it gives us a little bit extra storage. I don't think we'll ever run out of storage here, but we can also, you know, we could throw extra stuff in here, whatever, you know, if we need to. Like if we're, get shulkers or something, we can throw some shulkers in here just so that we have it ready to go when we need it. But other than that, I love these like little alleys that are like little curvatures that kind of create this alley down through here. We got plenty of light. We got lanterns on all of these little spots here, and then in the back we actually put shroom lights in each pillar, just to give some backlighting to the chests and everything. So we should have a pretty decent amount of lighting from this building. We should be all right as in terms of mobs and everything. I think the main thing is going to be like around here, just lighting up the ground so that we're reducing spawns. But for the area surrounding it, I actually want to do like a very large coarse dirt pad, like a pad. And probably bring in some mud and stuff. I think we're gonna start bringing mud into like all the roadway and stuff down in this area. We won't expand too much with it, but we will definitely bring it in. And then, like I said, down here, just like a nice large pad out front of the building. And then I think we can bring in some like carts. We can bring in like piles of stone and like, bundles, basically, like, making it look like it's been shipped in or it's being shipped out. Either way, that's fine. Because of course we have our mines over here that we're going to be doing some more work on eventually as well. Probably now that we have the building here, we could do some extra work on it. But for this episode, I think we're going to be mostly just building up the infrastructure in this area, continuing this road, building up these buildings, and kind of just seeing the town kind of come to life. I'm not too worried about the mine itself. We'll do some work on it just to kind of get it to a good point. This is pretty messy still, and we actually just kind of got silk touch, so we'll be using a stone and using like the stone variants of stairs and slabs and things to kind of make that look a little bit better. So I'm pretty excited for that. Oh, actually, too, I just added some extra songs here to the playlist. So if you guys do notice those, let me know what you guys think. I think they go with the playlist pretty well. I wasn't being too picky making the selections. Wasn't being too picky. So I kind of just threw a couple extra songs in there just to get the feel. Do they fit with the playlist well? Do they not? So let me know. Let me know what you guys think. But okay, aside from our stone storage, I actually went ahead and kind of designed out this building as well. A lot of work still needs to be done to this one. As you can tell, like this roof is being over one too many blocks. But that's okay. We'll fix that up right now. Just because. I think this is one of those new songs. So if you guys like it, let me know. But I like this building, man. I think it came out really cool. I'm not entirely sold on this part. I like it. I think the roof needs to be a little more steep up here. Maybe that's it. Kind of gets flat too quick. Because that's a half block up, so that's gonna look a little funny unless we replace this line. But before we get into before I get concentrated on building and everything, I like this building. I think it came out pretty good. My concern with it is that there's too much birch, or not birch, too much oak. Kind of blends with the tower too much. Like this has a lot of oak in it too, the bookstore, but also has a lot of dark oak, so it kind of like doesn't feel overwhelming. This feels like a lot, because it is, and then this kind of sitting beside it feels like a lot. I'm hoping that the darker roof kind of holds it together. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad, and like the roof matches this roof, so it kind of keeps some cohesion throughout. Excuse me. I think it looks really cool. I like this little curved section to the roof here. Oh, you know what? I actually gotta fix that right there. Didn't even realize this needs to be dark oak as well. You can see I was trying some different things. Here. But I think the stone color palette is a little too bright. And with the oak already being a little overpowering, being a little overpowering in this area, like I said, a lot of oak right here, right? A lot of oak. So I think that the stone color palette was just too bright. But let's replace these and make sure. Make sure that this looks good up top here. I don't want to spend too much time on this building. This building's pretty good spot, I think. It's in a pretty good spot. So I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I do kind of want to fix up this roof real quick. I don't think that's gonna be it. I think we need to add maybe another layer of stairs, but. Katie, welcome. Appreciate the follow. That puts us at 18 out of our 50 now, so thank you very much. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see. I think we're just doing cobble deslate right now, just to get the base put in here, the base color. We'll come back through with the top to detail it out a little bit more on the roof. Let's see if that worked over on the Twitch side. It doesn't appear to. Okay, we'll have to update that ticker manually, but that's okay. Oops. I'm curious as to if this stair, adding the two layers of stairs here is gonna help this. I think it is. I think so. Yeah, I think it definitely needed that like elevation to it. Almost feels like this spot right here is gonna be too flat still. But I think it's gonna be okay. I don't wanna go too crazy with the roof design. You know what I mean? I love this building though. I think it's a great design. I just worry that there's too much oak. Just worry that there's too much oak in this area. I'm also curious how these windows up here, these lights, how those are gonna look, because right now what we have is trapdoor, copper grate, and then the light behind it, and it seems like it's producing a lot of light. I was kind of hoping that like those layers deep would create like a dull light effect, but it's pretty bright still. So I'm curious as what I mean, we don't really have access to frog lights yet, but I think like the verdant frog lights would probably be the best. These no, those are pearlescent. All right. I think these would probably be best. Goodness, my throat tonight. Because then it's just a clean white light. Oh, that does look so good. Looks so good up there. Yeah. I wish we had access to it. We technically do have access to it, but it'd be a bit of a pain at this point to do that. Just not there yet. Not ready. We don't even have elytra wings or anything yet, so. But we have been to the nether, so we do technically have access to it. It's just not readily available. But okay, I think it's pretty good. It does seem to be missing something. Or a few things, I don't know. Definitely need something in this area around this window. I like this window, I think it came out cool. I like that little section. I wonder if this would help this area. Yeah, I kind of like that. Kind of like that. Wonder if... I think that's fine. It'd be nice if it had it out on the edge here, but I don't know if I want to do that, so. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And I wonder if this is just gonna be too much. Like too squashed almost. That's not bad. It's not bad. I wonder if we can bring some of the pale oak in, because we have pale oak there, and I think we have pale oak over there, and we have a little bit with the door up here. So I wonder if we can bring the pale oak in. It's like a window shutter, but I don't think so. Nah. Just doesn't fit with this little overhang and stuff. But I wonder if we can put it in here. It's not bad, though. It needs more. That's the only reason. Like, it fits. It just needs more. I don't know if I want to go into that realm, though. Let me know what you guys think about the mud splotches, too. I put the mud splotches in there to break up for the oak. Because, like, on our big building there, we have the terracotta and the granite. So I kind of just brought in some mud splotches to kind of break it up. And we could probably bring some more terracotta into this build. I'm just not entirely sure where. Definitely feels like it's missing a lot, though, right? Like, it feels like a rough draft of, like, or a first draft of a building. Feels like it's missing a lot. This still feels like it's missing a lot, too. I do love this building, though. I think it came out great. It just feels like it's missing a lot. But okay, we'll continue to tinker with that one. It's in a good spot right now. It's definitely in a serviceable spot. Definitely usable. Needs more, but it's in a good spot. But I actually want to turn our attention over here to what I'm calling Grandma's house. Here on the edge of the wheat field on the top of this hill. I'm calling this Grandma's house. I think it's the only thing that comes to mind when I'm like, if I'm walking this path and I'm looking up at that house, I just think of like a sweet old lady hanging out up here, baking pies, watching over all the hard workers in the fields and stuff. Just makes me think of Grandma's house. So that's what I'm calling it. That's kind of the lore. Excuse me. And I think I like a couple of trees over here. I'm actually going to throw in some lime green terracotta just so we can kind of say like, hey, don't forget. Let's put a tree over here. We can probably make that a little bit wide. You know, nice big wide tree up here. It'd be cool. All right, but I want to work on Miss Grandma's house here. Now, what I'm thinking is some tuft on the first layer. Okay. Gotta watch out for lava when we're building this in the Let's Play. I like building in areas like this, where it's like a little rough and like the terrain kind of intercepts the house a little bit, because like once you build the house and clean up this area, it just looks so good. Oops. I need to go a block here. Ah. Right? Did I mess that up? Oh, I did. Okay. Old dimensions getting in the way. That pillar should not be there. Okay. And then we're gonna do a little tower here. It's not gonna be very large. The roof is a little wonky right here. We're gonna do something a little bit more appropriate with the roof. It's a little flat, a little squat, but I think we're only just gonna do like a one-story tower. It just adds some shape and some dimension to the building, so I think that's gonna be cool. Okay, and then for the house itself, I actually want to do diorite. I'm really feeling like a diorite house would pop right here. And we could obviously bring in some pale oak too. Oof, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. And then I think we just do maybe oak on the corners, just to give it that sturdy, you know, naturalist build style, I guess. I don't know if that's the right term. Like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a rough draft here of just replacing all of the stone with diorite. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. So we're gonna come back through with our pale oak and stuff too. So. Pale oak really is like the best complement to diorite. It's better than quartz. Quartz is just too smooth. Has kind of like a sheen to it. It's almost plastic-like. Where the pale oak just fits. It's got that same gritty feel to it. If used appropriately, I think. Okay, does the oak go well with it? I think so, right? That is hilarious looking. I think we're done. We'll leave it like that, all right? We're done. It's perfect. Let me update this ticker real quick since we got a new follower. So we are now at 18 out of 50. Jeez, I almost couldn't spell follower right there. Nice. And a little update. Look at that, guys. We're getting there. We're 36% of the way through. Look at that. It's incredible. It's all because of you guys. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so I kind of want to break this up. How do we want to break this up? Do we want... And we don't have to do all white here, right? We could do... Let's see real quick. Hey, look at that. Visual dandy. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Guys, we're moving right along with our following goal. I appreciate it so much. Trying to think of like what we could do to break it up a little bit. I'm thinking like a line through the top here of like diorite on the, maybe a diorite on the top or diorite on the bottom, one of the two. That's not gonna work, is it? Unless we did like... Okay, something. I don't think I want to do this. I think I want there to be a clear distinction of different thinking. This is too much of like the same thing. I like that though. That looks nice. The white on the top like that looks really nice. Okay, let's do that. Whoops. We're just working through it. Work through it, right? We'll just lay out some ideas, and then we'll kind of just assess what works, what doesn't. I like that. So we'll do something different down here instead of the diorite and stuff. I like the white on the top. That looks nice. It's kind of like barnhouse style almost. Hey, Visual. How are you doing? I'm doing well, man. Thanks for dropping in here, saying hello in the chat. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, it's Friday. What's the complaint about, you know? We're just working on Grandma's house here. Or what I'm calling Grandma's house. And for the roof, I want to do... that might be too harsh. Let's go... Maybe we go polish deep slate. Let's go polish deep slate. Yeah, I think that's gonna go like nice with the white tones and stuff too. And this doesn't have to necessarily be a yeah, we'll just keep it triangle. Just trying to find what works. Probably won't do that. But I might do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm a gamer too and enjoy playing games like Warzone, Dragon Ball Z, Sparkling Zero, and DBD. It also found your stream because my best friend plays this game. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you found it. Made your way inside and said hello. Does that look too much? I think it does. It's a little bulky. I wonder if we did it opposite direction. Just looks a little bulky at the nose. I think that looks better. Does it? I don't think it does. I think that's gonna look better. Well, actually, probably won't continue that line down the back of it either. Doesn't need a spine. All right, let's go back to this window here. And I don't think we're actually gonna use diorite. I think we're just gonna use the pale oak. Oh, excuse me. And I'm trying to stay away from using regular oak. Maybe we go mangrove? Get that kind of like barn house look to it. To be honest, this game looks really interesting. I'm excited to try it myself soon. Yeah, Minecraft's the best. Minecraft's the best. You won't regret it. Just try not to get overwhelmed. That's my advice. Try not to get overwhelmed. Because it's very easy. There's a lot of great builders out there. So try not to get overwhelmed. If you're into building. If you're into building. There's multiple ways to play this game. So try to find what works for you, what you enjoy. Big on the building myself. But I like a little bit of redstone. Usually gotta watch a tutorial how to do it, but that looks okay. How do we like the red with the white? Hard to tell at night. I agree. How do we like it? It's too much. Too much contrast. Let's do a little bit of this though before we give up on it. Just a little rough detailing. I don't mind it. I think that red is too dark. If it was a lighter red. Can I share the URL to your channel with my friends? If that's all right with you, of course. Yeah, of course, man. Invite everybody you know. Your mother, your sister, everybody. All are welcome here. Maybe we go granite. I gotta find something better to do with this divider line. We'll probably use like trapdoors and stuff right there. I feel like the bricks are gonna be too harsh. Maybe we bring terracotta back in. The problem with terracotta is we won't be able to make stairs and stuff with it. So the window will have to have a different block. Maybe not the worst thing in the world, but too much granite. Too much granite. I can hope it can help you bringing some followers and viewers. I have a large community that I work with, and I ask them to follow you. They usually do. Hopefully this will help you build your channel, and I hope you'll become an affiliate soon. Really do appreciate it, Visual. That's extremely kind of you. I really do appreciate it. Do we go pink? Do we mess around with the cherry at all? That might be fun. We haven't messed with cherry yet. Let's try it out. I really got to do something about this divider line. Hold on. I'm just going to grab some trapdoors and cover it up. It actually might look better. It kind of looks a little bit better. Not really. Not really. I'm trying to get into this game ASAP because it's an interesting one that I want to play. Yeah, Minecraft's great. I actually kind of find it funny that you haven't played it previously. It's been around for a long time, so. Okay, berry sherbet. Right, is it sherbet? No. Metropolitan? Metropolitan, that's what it is. Berry ice cream. It's too much, right? It's too much. I'm losing the thread. Let's go kind of what I was thinking originally. Grab some granite. Where is the terracotta? Probably not in here. Did I used regular terracotta over there, right? Yeah, okay. I actually like this. This looks nice. It's smooth. I do play games, but I don't stream because I really don't have time for it because I also have to finish my studies and work on my passion. That's great. You should absolutely do that. The mangrove almost worked. There was something about it, though, that just clashed a little. I think it's just too dark. So I'm trying to bring back that red tone. It's a little chaotic. Try to look past the chaos at the moment. I think that works. I think that works. Sounds like you're I love to make some custom artwork for streamers and content creators. That's great. I always wonder how people do that. Like I don't have a digital art like ability at all, and I just think it's so cool when I see people put together like these incredible digital art pieces and stuff. So let me grab that real quick. And I want to go mossy cobble here and mossy like brick and stuff so that on the roof we can bring in some grass blocks, because we haven't done that like dirty like overgrown look yet. And I want to kind of bring that into here. Kind of just showing age to this building. I think that's going to be cool. So for this real quick too, I want to go... I don't know if we do this, but... let's go light gray. Okay, that's good. Trying to use some different blocks and stuff too. I don't want to get too stagnant in our block choice. Hold on, sorry. By the way, I was checking out your profile and noticed your channel has a simple setup. Just sharing my point of view. I think so. Getting some custom artwork would be great. Yeah. I just don't think I'm there yet. Like, this is my first full week of streaming. So I'm just gonna give it time to breathe. And honestly, I would like to like kind of earn some income off of this before I start to put money back into it. So once we get a good follower group, which we actually need to update with your addition. Quite frankly, I'm pretty simple of a person, so minimalist styling and stuff, I'm happy with it. Wait, did I just type in the same exact number? Now I'm... Uh-oh. No, okay, yeah, we have 19. I gotta change that. Oh 07, 01, 2025. I really do appreciate the offer. I think for right now, though, we're gonna rock and roll with what we got. If there comes a time where I can afford to upgrade, we have a good follower base that's helping us achieve those goals. I think that's when we'll look into investing back into the channel a little more. Might be counterintuitive because it might be that like, hey, you actually need to invest now in order to gain that. But I think that's just that's kind of where I'm at. I like those reds with the red. The reds with the red. I'm gonna go right ahead and start changing out this whole wall too. That way we can kind of just get a good look at all the terracotta. The only problem with all the terracotta that I'm seeing in the front there is that it's so smooth and textureless that you really have to supplement it with a lot of detail around it. The granite's a good start for that. But you can see, like, I'm filling this space up with the shutters, the flower pot, and it's still not really subtracting from the smoothness. I think we're actually gonna switch these out for just regular. Yeah, that looks a little better. The light gray was just a little too flat with it. Let's see what we can do here. Would be something fun. Thinking mud might be fun. Yeah, I think so for sure, right? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's a little hard to tell at night, but there's no lights on this build. But I think it works. So just add me on social media like Discord, Instagram, and I'll show you work samples. I really do appreciate it. Again, thank you. Ooh, that would kind of be fun. That too much? So we bring that in up here instead of the mud. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay. That's fun. That's a fun little detail right there. I like that a lot. Okay. Which means we're probably gonna have to use barrels. But I don't know that barrels go well with the non-stripped. Let's grab tough bricks real quick. Might switch this out. Do a different block here on the door frame. Might not though. Hold on. Actually, I might bring the white down in there. That could look really good. Get that pale oak on the roof and then bring it down here for the door as well. I don't know why I did that. Ooh, yeah, that looks nice. That looks nice. Grandma's getting hooked up right here, man. Grandma's getting hooked up with a nice house. Let's bring in real quick too. Where am I going? There. Let's do. Just past it. Where'd it go? Not that. Yeah, I guess that. Okay. Bring that back to there. Let's do right here and right there. Okay. Just throw one in there. And then I'm actually hesitant to throw the white door in. kind of think different colored door would be nice. What's the mangrove door look like? Oh, it's kind of nice. The big red door. Oh, it's kind of nice. I feel like the height here needs to be brought down. What is this? This is 3, right? I think that's 5 on the other one. 4. Oh, okay. Yeah, it just needs to be brought down 1 then. Let's do that real quick. Actually, eat that real quick. Okay. Just getting too much white, or like the dimensions just don't work very well. Kind of just feels stretched out. Might look a little bit better up top here too by doing this. Yep, looks a lot better. I'm liking this house. I'm liking it. It feels cool up here on top of the hill. It's a lot different than everything else that's going on in the area. But yet still kind of fits. I'm a little hesitant on the door, actually. I think the white's too much. I think the white's too much now. Let's see what else we can do. Maybe we go mud. Oh my God. Okay. There's a lot of mobs down here. It's like right here. Wow. Okay. We'll have to torch that up. I'm wondering if mud will be okay here, just because it's like a soft tone with the terracotta. Sticking with the red door for now. Let's grab that and that. It's not bad, right? It blends more, but I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Interesting. Interesting. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Where's the middle point here? 2. 1, 3. So we got a 2 wide window here. Let's go 4 wide. Nice big window right here. Kind of like that. And I like doing these with the big windows because it adds like a little curvature to the window. Oh, that looks nice. It's really large, but Grandma needs her vitamin D. I'm rethinking it a little bit. Rethinking it a little bit here. I like this here. So the difference being that these have the stairs here, this doesn't. I think that's okay. Let's try to shorten it. Really need to keep this terracotta in my hand. So that's 4. Could raise it up 1 again, but I kind of want to keep it lower. This probably should be lowered. This is the floor height. But it looks good. Looks appropriate. Not sold on the mud for the door. Might bring the white back down in of the pale oak and change out that red door. To maybe just like oak or something. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about halfway through here, so if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Follow on Twitch here as we kind of try to continue approaching our goal. We're about 38% to our goal. We got 19 followers out of the out of the 50 you needed here. So if you're on the Twitch side, make sure you hit that follow button. If you're watching this VOD on the YouTube, I really do appreciate it. Make sure you push that subscribe button and don't forget to like the video. Really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Is the music too loud? I'm gonna bring it down a little. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Let me throw a lamp on the doorstep here. Just get a little light going. Actually, I think this one would be kind of better if we did it off-centered. Come on, I know I can do this. Really? Can't? I kind of like that. I really like the use of composters for this divider line. The window feels a little too bland. I think what we should do is bring in these guys. Actually, wonder if like 3 wide, it's probably too much. Probably too much. What did we do over here? We used campfires on our starter house. Yeah, so we did 3 wide there. It looks fine. These ones don't get it because of the roof. And then we did a single there, so. But nobody ever looks at the back of a build. Come on. This one would be like 4 wide. I wonder if we then go like that. That's kind of like my new favorite design, is using the trapdoors like horizontally from the building, coming off of the building. I think it looks cool. And these ones would be like right on the window. Why is that? Doesn't make any sense. But I think it's okay. Doesn't make any sense. We could go up a block with it all. It's gonna be a little tough to sell it with the campfires, but I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think we just leave it like that. I do like this front window a lot. Let's bring the oak trapdoors. We already got them in our inventory. Up in the top here. Might just do one side. And actually, you know what? Let's do it the way we did for our starter base. And use signs on the back sides here to give it another layer. And we'll just go oak. There's oak on it. Look, it looks good, right? Yeah, because it's almost a different tone than the trapdoor itself. Oh, I like that. That's fun. That's fun. Might actually do the same over here too. Oh, apparently I threw him out of my inventory. That kind of helps tie that part in where it felt a little disconnected, a little disjointed. I think it helps. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. All right, let's throw another flower box down front of this window. Kind of hide this flat wall. Grab some flowers. I like using these like red tones. I like the pitcher pod. We actually don't even have a pitcher pod or anything yet, but and then maybe maybe a cherry blossom sapling. That cactus flower will, whoops, match that. The only problem here is that we don't have any too talls. Well, we have kinda. The pitcher pod's almost a too tall. That's the one I want. The poppy, peony. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, that's good. Let's bring some granite into this terracotta. Whoops. What'd you get? Okay, that's all right, right? Because the next thing that we can do to cover up some of it is a little bit of this. I like that. I'm liking it so far. I think it's really coming together. I don't want the plants down in Grandma's face too much. It's a little too much here, I think. It's okay though. I like the front. I like the side. Let's work on this tower a little bit. I'm not sure what colors we should bring into the reds. Actually, let me work on the roof a little bit. So I'm just gonna hammer it with this mossy cobble real fast, just so I can get a good sense of its feeling. We're definitely gonna need a bunch of cobblestone brick to break that texture up. I can tell you that. Oops. Oh no. I actually think I might keep that deep slate strip there, just because it kind of breaks up all the green. But I think the green goes well with the red, which is good. I was a little concerned. And then, like I said, the other thing that I want to do is bring in some grass into the roof. Let's replace those blocks that I broke just a minute ago. Yeah, it's a little messy, but I think we're just gonna go with the small grass. Tall grass seems like a little too much. Okay, I think that looks good. I think that's looking good. It's interesting, right? There's a lot going on. think maybe we bring in pale oak for the tower. Calling it a tower. It's not much of a tower, but I think we bring it in. What you selling? Nothing? Okay. What's that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so it's okay. So yeah, it's the same size as the house. We just gotta build up the roof a little bit. I kind of just threw it on hastily for the thumbnail. So all right, what do we want to do for the roof? I kind of think I think I think that's fine. Let's go 2 blocks higher. Let's go 2 blocks higher. Just to kind of break it up a little bit. This is where the roof will go, this 1 block here. Okay. Right? What did I do wrong? Okay. Then we can do this. Whoops. Shoot. Okay. Bring in some slabs. More or less. And then up top, do we want to do this here? No, I think that's gonna be too much. Let's do that. Technically, that is there. Okay, that's good. Then do we just go? Nah, I think we gotta do something to break it up, right? What do we got going on elsewhere? We got mud. We got the mud in the front here too. Actually, yeah, let's do the mud. Let's do the mud. Let's tie that in. Okay, let's tie that in. Basically can just go da 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 da. Hope that made sense. And technically, so I'm just drawing the line of like where the circle is, or the shape of, it's not really a circle. Where the tower is. Since this will all be cobblestone roof. Mossy cobblestone roof. That's what we're looking at for the shape of the tower. Okay, that's good. Now we can go like this. It's gonna need work on the texturing. But let's get the shape in. We want to do something like this. It's been a while since I made a tower. And I'm not that particularly good at it. So, give me 1 second. We want to do that. Pretty much gonna need to be fully brick instead of the packed. And we might be able to find ways to break it up. But honestly, I don't think it'll look that bad if it's fully brick. I think the structure itself, you'll be able to look past it. Almost. How's that looking? I think it looks all right. Then we want to go here. Nice. No, not nice. Why is that not nice? Maybe if we just go slabs instead of stairs to like build that height, it'll be a little more round. Okay, so that looks good to start. What's going on? All right, hold on. I gotta jump over to a creative world here to check out what I did previously. Okay, I'm kind of like building them up more. So that's close. That one's more square though, right? This is my old creative world. It's where I built all of the buildings in our previous Let's Plays and stuff. Yeah, so that one's more square. These are on angles. What's that one over there? That one's square, small. That one is the same shape. Yay. This is built up taller though. Much taller. But I think it was the same general design. A little different here at the top than what we really just built. It's a little taller than I'd like though. I'm wondering if that was fine. If I'm just overthinking it. I don't know. It's possible. It's very possible that I'm just overthinking it. Let me get some daylight. Whoops. Okay, so I like this here. Then I want to go boom, boom. Just build these up. Okay. Let's get these guys in here. I use slabs on top of these. Previously, I used the stairs to point them back in this direction. So maybe we use slabs here. Whoops, what am I doing? Looks like I'm experiencing a little bit of lag, so I apologize if you guys are picking up on that. Okay. All right, now we'll just leave it like this. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Guys almost fell for it though. This is entirely different. I don't necessarily like it. What if we do this? Is that too much? That's why I liked that, but then you kind of get this weird shape. I wonder if this is better. Still seems too thin. Seems pretty tall. Still gets a weird shape. I think the problem is right here. We should actually do another stair in to kind of smooth out that curve. Because that like extra block up feels weird. think it should be like this. I think it's gonna be a little bit more round. Yeah, see, it's a little bit more round. I think that's okay. Instead of those, let's do these. It's a little funny looking. It's a little domed. I don't know. It's like a little more silo shaped that way. I did not think I'd be struggling with this tonight, if I'm being honest. I didn't think this would be what's tripping me up. Excuse me. I do like the stairs right there. Oops. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's much better. That's much better. So then here, I think we actually either go wall or slab right there, but I think wall's gonna work best. Yeah, that looks good. There we go. It's a lot of mud. It could be a little disorienting looking at it. But I don't know how much time you're gonna spend looking at it, to be honest. If you're spending a lot of time looking at it, I suggest not. And I think we do like an actual like tight detail here. Something. I don't know if we had windows here. Or like a window. Feels like it needs something though. I think what we could do. Maybe we bring those composters back in on the top here. Technically it'd be one block down. I think that would work. If they were in a better location. Also, the white right there and those little spots is so bright. Unless we just do a double layer of composters. Just to hide that a little bit. It's a little thick, but no, I don't like it. It's too much. It's too much. Okay, but what I was thinking was it's kind of precarious. I don't like it already, but actually, what if we did? This is one of my favorite, like, little details to do is stacking up trapdoors and then putting ladders on the outside of it. Obviously, if you touch the trapdoor, you're gonna be losing some material there, but then I think maybe we put like a little door in here. As like kind of like a little hayloft type deal, but not a hayloft because you know, it's not really a hayloft. But I kind of like this little idea here. It's like, where does that door go to? Who knows? I'm kind of into it. I think it's kind of cool. Let's do a little bit of like maybe slabs around it or something. Doesn't have to make sense. Let's grab some of those fireplaces. I wish you could put fireplaces on the block above. Ugh. All right, we're getting towards the tail end of it here, guys. So let's try to finish up Grandma's house here. A tough one. It just seems so squat. I know I could lower this whole thing one block. That'd probably work best. Actually, can we add a stair above that just to give it a little bit? Excuse me. Goodness. Like I said, my new favorite thing to do. I actually might sprinkle in a little bit of diorite in here. It's a little tough. A little more gritty. It's got more gray in it. Excuse me. We could go quartz. Try to throw like a couple blocks of quartz in there just to break up the pale oak a little bit. I don't know if I want to bring planks in yet. We can. I like the planks down there. It's just kind of like an additional little detail, but we're feeling like nothing's working. Okay, that looks good. I'm actually pretty happy with that. That's pretty cute. I wonder if we can do like a lantern. Hide a lantern right there. In actuality, I'd like to use candles right there because that's a big bright light. Oh, so much better. So much better. Look at his clipping through the blocks there. It's terrible. Fortunate. That looks cool. Oh man, this building looks sweet. I'm super excited for this building. Grandma's getting hooked up, bro. You don't scare me. Okay, so we're gonna have to take a bunch of these blocks out of the tower, I think. I guess we could leave them. Yeah, see how it interacts with the... Okay, there we go. We're okay. Does change a little bit right there. But where it's the backside of the tower, you're probably never going to see it. Might just leave it. Yeah, I'm probably just going to leave that. Nothing spawning up here. Amazing. Oh man, I love this building. I think it's coming out great. Let's change out these dark oaks though, real quick. The roadway here and stuff is gonna need a lot of love. We're gonna bring in some more of that rooted dirt up into here and stuff. And then we probably gotta figure out a better design for the path. We'll probably bring some railings in and stuff. And then I'm thinking like big flower area here. And then maybe another one on this side too, potentially. I love the tower though. The tower came out really good. I do want to throw a mud brick wall on the very top though, real quick. Just to give, there we go. That's a little bit better. Excuse me. What are we looking at for time? We got about 15 more minutes here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's try to put on as much of this roof as possible. And then we'll probably just copy the design of the walls onto this side and the back. Maybe another window and a chimney. Yeah, we need a chimney. I didn't even think about that actually. Let's do. Do we do tuft? I think we go tuft with it, where we have the tuft foundation. I think right here is probably gonna be the best spot. Yeah, I think that's the best spot for it. Awesome. Yep, looks good. Yeah, so we'll copy that design onto the back as well, with the terracotta and the granite, and then we'll just kind of continue to add some details. I want to do one final detail. I think we'll do it on this section here, where we just kind of do like we use the ladders and create like a lattice work. We can't hang anything, like we can't put any bushes on it necessarily. But I think if we just had like a nice like focal lattice here, just a little square of like lattice using the ladders, I think it's gonna look pretty pretty. I think it's gonna look pretty pretty. Pretty pretty. It's gonna look pretty pretty. Losing my mind. It's getting late. It doesn't cross intersect the way I was kind of thinking it would, like one strip to another. But I think it's okay. We bring it down a little bit, bring it up a little bit, and maybe we do. Maybe trapdoors look better. Yeah, that kind of looks better. And then we'll just do something like this to kind of give it the illusion that it's attached to something or there's something more to it. I don't know. We'll mess around with that. That's just kind of an idea I had earlier today. Give me a lot of resource management for this building, but it's all right. We definitely don't have this much moss. So we'll have to go out to that lush cave. About 5,000 blocks away. No big deal. It looks funny like that. And then you go to this side. It's like, ooh, that's nice. I love it. I love it. How's everything looking? Obviously, you got to build out the roads. So the roads will take up a lot of space there, but it looks nice, that building right there. These buildings coming in. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. But I think that's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's going to be it for me. We got, what, 3 followers tonight? So we're 19 out of 50. We're 38% over the way through. So if you are here on Twitch, if you're watching this after the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. I really do appreciate it. Ugh. If you're on the YouTube side of things, make sure you press that subscribe button. Really do appreciate it, guys. We're doing pretty good here. This is like the first full week of streaming at this schedule, getting those VODs uploaded and everything. So I think everything's been working out pretty good. We had a little bit of a snafu the other day with the upload, but I think that's fine. That might happen from time to time, but not a big deal. I don't think anybody else noticed, so it's not a big deal at all. But yeah, like I said, guys, I think that's going to do it for me. So make sure you enjoy your weekends. I'll see you guys back here Monday. We'll be doing a little bit more live streaming. We'll probably continue with the creative building. Maybe we jump back into the tree land. Maybe we got some resource gathering to do. I'm not entirely sure yet. So we'll see how much work I get done over the weekend. It never can stop. It can never stop. So I really do appreciate it. Visual, thanks for hanging out in the chat. Appreciate the offers. Appreciate the love. But yeah, guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys later.